Moving on to a different example, it says that triangle ABC, this triangle here, is equal to triangle EFC. And I am to determine the missing length of x and express my answer to the nearest tenth. So here's what I want to do first. I notice a triangle within a triangle. I'm first going to draw out my big triangle, okay? So this is my big triangle. And now I'm going to draw out a smaller triangle. Let's draw out the smaller triangle here instead. So looking at the length for my smaller triangle, I have 8.7. I have 10.5, and I have 5.4. Great. And now looking at the length for my larger triangle, this is x. This here is a combination of 7.2 and 8.7, right? So if I wanted to find the entire length of my big triangle, I simply would write 7.2 plus the 8.7, right? So in this case, if I do that, I am going to get 15.9 to represent the entire bottom length here, or the base. Now, in terms of the hypotenuse, 8.7 plus 10.5, it would be very similar to what I did here, where I just added the values together. So 8.7 plus 10.5. So if I added that together, the value should be 19.2. Great. So these are the actual two triangles that I'm looking at. This would be triangle A, B, C, right? And this would be triangle E, F, C. So they are similar. So looking at the corresponding sides, first we want to use the corresponding sides that we know to find the scale factor. So let's just use the longest side, the ones across on the right angle. So here I have 19.2. I'll write it down. Let's go length of AC divided by the length of its corresponding side, which should be EC. So AC is 19.2, and I'm dividing it by the length of EC, which is 10.5, and this should get me the answer to my scale factor. And upon dividing that, the value I get is 1.8287 ... because it looks like it continues on for a bit here. So upon getting that value, what I'm going to do is, now that I have my scale factor, I can simply take that scale factor to find and use it to find x. So if I simply take my 5.4 now, which is the length of EF, it should be corresponding to the length of AB. So I can simply take 5.4, multiply it by scale factor, and that should get me my value of x. So in this case, 5.4 times 1.82857 ... would get me my value of x. So I'm going to get 9.874 ... Since I only need to express my answer to the nearest tenth, the 8 is in my tenths place, so I simply look to the right side, which is in my hundredths place, and if the value is 5 or greater, I round the 8 up. In this case, 7 is greater than 5, and it's greater than or equal to 5, so I round the 8 up. So my final answer would be, the value of x should be 9.9.